Hey everybody, I wanted to talk about Flow, the new type checker for JavaScript from Facebook. It just got released today. I've had a little bit of time to play with it. I like it. There's some things I like, some things I don't like. I'm a big TypeScript guy, so I'm going to compare it to TypeScript. TypeScript has been around for a lot longer, and I think there's a little bit of a community, and so maybe they're a little skeptical of Flow, but I don't think they need to be. I think there's both can exist. I don't think one's going to take over the other, but I do want to go over some of the features of Flow. Flow's big feature is that they do type checking by inference. So we can still use type annotations like we do in TypeScript, you know, colon, number, colon, string, whatever. But Flow really tries to use inference checking at first. And this can be fantastic if you have a project of, you know, hundreds of thousands of lines of JavaScript code or whatever. Just a giant project, and you don't want to go back and convert that to TypeScript. You can use inference checking to figure out what the code or what the parameters expect, what the type should be. And here's a little example that they have on their blog. You look at this function, and in the syntax of JavaScript, the only time you would ever use times 10 is when with another number. You know, if this was a plus, then you could say, okay, maybe you're trying to concatenate a string, but times 10 will only ever be used by another number. So when it gets to this function and it sees you're trying to pass in a string, it knows to throw an error. So that seems to be a really huge benefit to Flow over TypeScript, is that it's got its inference checking is a lot better. So if you go, the official website for the project is flowtype.org, and if you go to get started, you can see how to install Flow. Now here's a huge drawback for me, because I work on Windows, and right now at least it only works on Mac and Linux. And actually in the future plans, the coming soon section, it doesn't look like anything about Windows is mentioned. So that's a little frustrating. So in order to show you more, I'm gonna have to jump over to Linux and show you what it's like to kind of work with Flow. So I've jumped over to Linux so I can show how Flow works. And I'm going to show the difference between TypeScript and Flow. So in this TypeScript file, I have a simple function that takes X as a number. I've annotated this parameter as a number and just returns it by 10. So if I try to use a string here, I'll get an error. Right, and this error is telling me that a string was given when it was expecting a number. So I take this exact same function and put it into a regular JavaScript file. And I'm going to use Flow in this file, and I can remove the annotation. Right, this is the big strength of Flow, that it can detect what the parameters should be, you know, what type should be based on inference. So the first step that I need to do is in a comment block at the very top, I'll type Flow, and then in the project root, you say Flow init. That creates a hidden Flow config file. And then you say Flow start. This starts up the server, and then Flow will check. Okay, and now I get the same kind of error. And if I want to stop the server, I just say Flow stop. Okay, so hopefully you saw some of the basics of working with Flow. There's a lot to check out in the language reference, so definitely check out flowtype.org. See if it can be of use to you. You know, I don't think we have to choose between Flow and TypeScript. I think they can both coexist. They're four different things. In my opinion, Flow is going to be for JavaScript projects that already exist, that want to get that type checking, all the benefits of type checking, and TypeScript is for new projects that want to, you know, start fresh. So it'll be interesting to see where Facebook takes Flow from here. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how it all plays out. Thanks for watching.